Hi friends, today we're going to do a quick little lesson about verbs. Now we've talked about this before in class, what a verb is. A verb is an action word or a doing word. Here's an example in a sentence. I eat sandwiches. The verb in that sentence is eat. It's what I am doing. Here's another one. The dog wags her tail. Wags is the verb, the doing word in the sentence. Now, sometimes verbs can be something we're doing now in the present, or it can be something we've done in the past. Here's an example. My dog wagged her tail. Wagged would be the verb. She did it in the past. She's already done it. Here's another one. I ate chocolate cake. The verb in that sentence is ate. That's what I did. I ate the chocolate cake. Now, verbs can also be in the future. That means a verb telling us something we're going to do, something we haven't done yet, but it will happen. Today, when we do this activity, we're going to be using the word will with our verb to talk about an action that we'll be doing in the future, maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight, maybe next week. Here's an example. I will celebrate my son's birthday tomorrow. My son Jake, his birthday's tomorrow. So there is a great example of a verb in the future tense. It's not happening today, but it will tomorrow. I will celebrate his birthday tomorrow. Here's another one. My dog will go to the vet. It hasn't happened yet, but she will go. The verb there is go. It will happen at a later date in the future. Let's look at our chart for just a minute. We've got some sentences that we're going to read. And then in this little box, we have some words that are going to help us know which one to pick that will make sense in the sentence. Let's look here, this little picture here. This little boy looks like he's walking at the beach. Let's look at the sentence. John likes to run. Now the verb in that sentence is likes, okay? He blank run again tomorrow. The blank means that we have got to pick out the right word that will make sense in that sentence. He will run again tomorrow, or he has run again tomorrow. Which one of those would make sense? The word will. He will run again tomorrow. It has not happened yet, but it will happen in the future. This is something he will do tomorrow. Here's our next one. Here's the picture. Here's a girl and a boy, and it looks like they're building a sandcastle at the beach. Let's look at this one. My friends play in the sand. Now, what is the verb in this sentence? What is the doing word? My friends play in the sand. The verb is play. Let's look at this next sentence. They blank play every afternoon. We've got to find a word to fit here that will make sense. And here's our two choices, have or will. They have play every afternoon. Does that make sense? Or they will play every afternoon. Which one makes sense, have or will? I think will. Your main verb, the action word, is play. They will play. It hasn't happened yet, but they will play every afternoon in the future. Here's the next one. Here's a man swimming in the ocean. Let's read this sentence. This man swims in the ocean. Now again, let's look at this one and figure out which one of these words in the box will help make sense. He blank swim all morning. Here are our choices, do and will. Which one would make sense? He do swim all morning. I don't know about that. He will swim all morning. Which do you think makes sense? He do swim all morning or he will swim all morning? I think will. Again, our main verb is swim. That is the action. He hasn't done it yet, but he will do it in the morning, all morning. Here's our last one. Let's look at this picture here. There are 3 friends at the beach, and it looks like they're picking up shells. These children look for shells. Now let's look at our next sentence. They blank look for shells all summer. And here are the choices, will or are. Let's see which one makes sense. They will look for shells all summer, or they are look for shells all summer. Which one do you think sounds correct? I think you're right. I think it's will. In all of these sentences, we are using this word will right before our verb to say this is an action that will happen. It hasn't happened yet, but it is going to happen. They will look for shells all summer because all summer has not happened yet. Now, are there some more sentences that you can think of using verbs in the future tense? That means it's going to happen. It hasn't happened yet. I've given you some examples. My son's birthday is tomorrow. I will celebrate his birthday tomorrow. Jake will eat white cake tomorrow. He said he doesn't want chocolate this year, but he will eat a white cake tomorrow. And my son Jake will open presents tomorrow. Okay, this is the next part of what I want you to do today. In your brown bag, now this is my son Jake's, you each have your writing journal with you. This is why we wanted to give this to you to take home. You're going to open it up and you're going to find the next clean page. This is the next clean page in Jake's writing journal. Remember, you don't want to go all the way flip to the back. Start from the beginning and find your next clean page. This is what you're going to do. You're going to think, whatever time you watch this video tomorrow, or today, I'm not sure what time it will be for you. You're going to come up with your own sentences with a future tense verb. Here's an example. I will go for a walk with my mom. So you're going to come up with your own sentence using this word will. Here's another one. I will eat yummy food. I will eat yummy food. You have not done it yet, but you will do it. So what I want you to do is think, what is something that you are going to do later today or tomorrow or the next day? And I want you to write some sentences about that. You'll need to start with a capital letter. You might use the word I. You might write a sentence about your mom. My mom will make supper. So you can use I or another person. You will need to use your finger space. and end with a punctuation, a period here, okay? I want you to write at least 2 sentences using will and a verb. If you can do more, I want you to do more. And then I want you to show them to mom or dad or whoever is at home with you when you're doing your work. And I want to hear maybe a response on your LNS homeroom wall from Mrs. Armstrong or Mrs. Kaler to see if it was difficult for you or if it was pretty easy, okay? And we'll be excited to hear how it goes. Have a good day.